What's up, YouTube, and welcome to Season 1 of 2XKO. So, with Season 1 came the console release. A lot of people who were not able to play finally are able to play. This game has brought in people both from other fighting games as well as people who are this is their first fighting game. And for those who might not know how to play, this video actually came up. The idea came, I was streaming last night. And one of my viewers has never played a fighting game, and he watches me play, and he says he's gonna get it for PS5 because he has it for console. And he asks like, who's a beginner friendly character? So I told him, but then it got me thinking. I'm like, maybe I should just make a video about it so other people can learn how to can learn who to play and like decide who and what they want to play based off of this. So I'm gonna go over the different characters. I have the different tiers. So we have Brain Dead tier. These characters take absolutely no skill to play. They are essentially button mash and win. You can win with auto combos with them too. Like that's just how Brain Dead these characters are to play. So they're gonna carry you just from existing. They're not the best characters in the game, thankfully, but they definitely you'll get far without having to like learn how the game works or anything. You'll do better if you learn how the game works for sure. But like these characters, you will see a lot of success from just button mashing like a mindless monkey with a controller. Yeah. So next we have easy. These characters, they're just easy to play. They're not difficult at all. They're not as easy as the Brain Dead characters, but they're definitely easy. They don't take skill. Learn like one or two combos, and you'll be good. Like these characters are just that good. Easy with some sauce. So these characters are characters that they're easy to play, just like the first two tiers. But if you want to do their optimal stuff will definitely take you to the next level. And they are a little bit tricky to learn some of the optimals, like the optimal combos or the optimal way to play the character. And yeah, so that's like the sauce. But learn learning these optimals is completely optional. You can play them their basic way, and you'll still find success. It's just do you want that little edge, and are you willing to put in the work to do it? Need some skill and practice. Just as it says, these characters they're definitely going to take some time to learn how to play them. But if you're willing to, then these characters will probably yield a high reward for you. Um, yeah, so you can see we have the roster. I was actually recording this early, but I had to re-record because I got interrupted. So they're out of order from the original order. So I'll just try to do it. But yeah, so yeah, definitely though. Yeah, you're gonna need some practice to play these characters. You all the characters in this game, at the pick up and play level, they're all here. You can easily learn every character at this level, and to some extent, you'll find some success. But some of the characters, like you're not really gonna get much success, um, playing like this if the character falls into this tier. And the Execution Nightmare, these characters, uh, they're just gonna break your fingers trying to learn how to play them. They are really really tough. So I guess we'll start. Um, yeah, I guess we'll start. So we'll start with the Brain Dead tier. So I have two characters for the Brain Dead tier. So first, Darius. Now, I am the number one Darius hater, and part of why I am the number one Darius hater is because, oops, yeah. So it's because he's in this tier, a Brain Dead tier. This character is ridiculously strong. He's not broken by any means, but he's ridiculously strong, and his kit is tuned in a way. Like they designed it this way on purpose to make him to be the easy pick up and play tutorial character. But he 100% like he takes no skill, like negative IQ points to follow this character. You can win matches with just auto combos and button mashing. He does a lot of damage. He has really big buttons. He has the best like disengage. So if you want to just back away but still apply pressure, you just do jump back hook. It's really hard to contest that move, and then he just gets like more button mashing combos off of it. He also has this mechanic. So all the characters kind of have something unique to them. So his mechanic is wound, where he applies this wound debuff onto your character, and in this game, you can take chip damage, and chip damage can kill. So when Darius applies the wound, he and his teammate will do increased chip damage. So they can kill you even while you are blocking much easier than other characters can because of this mechanic. So that on top of his big buttons, his big damage already. Yeah, he's very brain dead. Like you can reach the highest ranks in this game doing something simple as medium, heavy, S2, S2, as long as you know how to like block and stuff. So you can just learn neutral, and then this character will play the game for you. He's just that brain dead. All right, next brain dead character, Warwick. Rising up in the tier list, this character is really, really dumb. He has the best medium in the game. He has a high-low mix-up, which are very simple to do. It's not like they're difficult at all. He has a lot of tools that make him a very good character, but combined with the fact like how fast his buttons are, how far they reach, like some of his moves that aren't anti-airs can anti-air you. That it's insane. He does so much damage. He's relatively safe on a lot of things. Um, he has mixes. He's just I'd say he might be arguably more brain dead than Darius. They're both really, really brain dead, but playing them, like you do not have to try in this game at all if you're playing them. So that's it for the brain dead tier. For the easy tier, so we're gonna start with Alawi. Alawi has like one or two pretty difficult combos, but most people don't use them because they're not necessary. Alawi does do some pretty good damage. He has some far-reaching moves. Um, she has a couple things where she doesn't have to commit too much. Her tentacle set play, so her whole gimmick is she sets up these tentacles on the field, and they can extend your combos and apply pressure. She's very, very strong in the corner. Like her one weakness is that she's kind of slow. So if you have because this is a 2v2 tag fighter, so if you have a teammate who can help her play neutral, then you can get her in, and you're good to go. So yeah, she's just relatively easy because like half of the time her tentacles will do the work for you anyway. You don't even have to like there is a way to like make the tentacle do an attack, but like if you have a tentacle out and you get a throw, it will extend the throw for a combo. They can also extend hits. She's just a really, really good character. She has some notable weaknesses, but overall she's pretty strong and you can easily get away with using her. The next, Braum. So he was already relatively easy to play, and he got buffed with the patch coming into Season 1. He has probably the scariest win condition in the game. So Braum's special gimmick is his Unbreakable. So he gets ice on his shield through a couple of his special moves and even one of his supers. And when this ice is on his shield, he has like infinite amounts of armor with any move that uses the shield. If he gets you in the corner, unless you are a really good player who knows what you're doing, he pretty much wins. Like you're gonna have a tough time because the armor on the shield, like you better be good at your parries and like timing your throws and stuff. Like he can lose the armor if he gets knocked down or thrown, but it's pretty tough. And he has a lot of moves that are kind of really strong ways to get in. Like he has a move that he can charge in, and it's armored and invincible on some parts. So yeah, he has some cool and fun combos too. But he's definitely a very easy character to play. Like he will not take you too long to learn. You could probably just learn the stuff in his combo trials and you'll be good to go. Alright, next easy character, Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is the grappler of the game. He does that's his game. He's the grappler. He has one way though that he can mitigate the weakness. So a lot of grapplers, their weakness is they have to come to you. Blitzcrank has the ability to pull you into him, and he has this. So his like real gimmick is he has this thing called the steam bar. It's like just above your super meter and all that. So he can fill it through a couple of his special moves or his level one super or one of his level one supers. And when the steam is up, he gets buffs. So he can either get a armor added to his command grab, or he can get like a move where if he pulls you in, you get shocked, so he can extend the combo a little differently. But yeah, so he has the good stuff. Like if you like playing grapplers, Blitzcrank is definitely your character. All right. Next, we're gonna go easy with some sauce. So I'm gonna throw Jinx here. Jinx is an easy with some sauce character because she's a typical zoner. Like she has traps and stuff, so trap zoner. But using those traps effectively to control the space is where the sauce comes, because you can hit her traps to send them flying throughout the stage. So you can send them up, you can send them down, you can send them straight, and that's where the sauce is. But every character in this tier, like you don't have to learn the saucy stuff. You can play regularly and you'll do just fine with them. But yeah, that saucy stuff is if you wanna learn that stuff, it can take you to the next level and uh, bring out more of the character's potential. So if you want to play a zoner that's relatively easy, definitely Jinx. Jinx is um, really good character. She has one of the best punishes in the game. She has a like full screen beam super that comes out instantly. So your opponent does anything dumb, you can punish them with it. Just shoot them if you got them. They're full screen, they get hit. If they're not ready for it to block or parry, you see them with a button, you can punish them with it. So yeah, it's really really good. It also it's really good for setting up like your neutral with one of the fuses called Double Down. If you're new to the game, you should definitely do the tutorial so you can learn how the fuses work. Yeah, she's actually the reason Double Down is the way it is. It used to be a lot better, but yeah, she's definitely a character. She's a character that I use on my team. So I can definitely vouch for how easy she is to play, but how strong she is. Next character for easy with some sauce, Jinx's sister Vi. So Vi is a very so just like the Brain Dead tier, she's very button mash. You can mash buttons and get some success. She has like the best jab in the game, where Warwick has like the best medium. Vi has like the best light, in my opinion at least. It's not an opinion that Warwick has the best medium, but in my opinion, Vi has the best light. Because it comes out quick, hitbox is big. So yeah, she has some combos and they're relatively easy to learn. She can do some pretty decent mix up with like her sway. She can cross sides. She can go overhead low. Um, what makes her saucy though is during her sway rekka and stuff, she has the ability to like charge her moves to make them electrics. And these give her like extended hit stun or extended block stun, making like her plus on block and stuff. But what makes them tricky is you have to time them, because if you hold the charge too little, you will definitely not get the electric. And if you hold the charge too much, you're just gonna whiff the move. So yeah, definitely need some practice with that. But you don't need to. Like the damage you get is negligible, but overall, she's pretty easy to play. All right. So for our next character, we're gonna be in the need some skill or practice to play. So we're gonna start with my main, Teemo. I mean Teemo. Ahri. I was looking at Teemo right here, but Ahri. Ahri is the needs some. Ahri has some easy stuff, but if you really want to like push her damage, you need to learn her optimal stuff, which is pretty tricky. A lot of people have trouble with her charged jump heavy. That's probably the thing I've seen people complain about the most as far as learning Ahri combos. But it's definitely an important part of her kit to learn her combos. I even have a couple videos talking about the Ahri loops. The Ahri loops are pretty tricky to learn. Took me a week to learn how to do them just in the corner, and then mid screen even longer. But yeah, she has very strong air movement, which you got to get used to using as well. And her approaches in the air are really good. Knowing how to use her tools, it's yeah, learning how to use her tools, it's part of the gameplay. Um, Next, Teemo. All right. So Teemo he's another zoner. So Teemo's zoning ability: throw mushrooms, shoot the slingshot, shoot darts. It's pretty strong. You can play him like a standard zoner, and a lot of people do. But his sauce comes from like his combos, because he has some pretty nasty combos. Like he has loops with his mushrooms. He has an instant overhead. He has ways to cross up. Like he has this parachute that keeps him solid in the air, and like learning to keep them out, but learning how to play close up is what makes Teemo a little bit tricky. Yeah. So he's definitely, out of the two zoner characters that are up here, he's definitely the harder one to play. Next, Echo. So Echo is a character for he has a lot of mix-ups and set play with his Time Winder. His combos are pretty cool too. Some of them are pretty tricky. So yeah, learning to play Echo using his Time Winder, his rewind clones, set play, and like his mix-ups are the tricky part. I think like Echo's a character where like you kind of have to learn that stuff to play him. Playing him not that way will make it so that you basically cannot do much with him, and you're kind of just playing the character in a way that you might as well just play someone else if you're not willing to put in the time to learn all the mix-ups and set play with his stuff. Last character for need some skill and practice, Yasuo. Yasuo is by far the best character in this game. Anyone who says otherwise is a Yasuo player. They're gonna get mad at me for saying it, but it's true. Only Yasuo players downplay Yasuo. He is the best character in the game. He has everything. He has the ability to zone. He has mix-ups. He has incredibly high damage. Part of why his damage is so high and like the skill you need is because off of like 90% of his hits, you can get a full combo. So like the skill is recognizing that and practicing those combos for just about any situation, because he can. So he has the best like anti-air, the best 2H or down heavy if you don't know numpad notation. It's by far, he has like it's the best in hitbox and in what you can do after, because it's insane. He has left right mix up. He is the best enabler for the freestyle. But part of what makes him tricky, it's not just like recognizing the hits and learning the combos. His combos definitely have some execution skill, but some of them you have to actually like cover cancel to make them hit, or they will not, at least consistently. So yeah, so while he is the best character in the game and very annoying to fight, and he has like everything, even his punishable options, he can cancel the majority of them to make them unpunishable with his stance. But yeah, he does a lot of damage. I still believe he does the most damage even after all of his damage nerfs. So yeah, he's definitely the best character. But so yeah, if you're willing to put in the work to learn him, you're rewarded with the best character in the game. Finally, Execution Nightmare. The only character here is our newest character, Caitlyn Kiraman. Caitlyn is a zoner, but also not a zoner. She has like mix-up tools with her ability to roll through opponents. What makes her really, really tricky though is for her gun and like her shooting. In her combos, a lot of them you have to manually aim, and I'm trying to learn Caitlyn, but this is definitely really difficult. Learning how to manually aim these things, it takes practice for sure, and yeah, she hurts my fingers during her combo trials. I've seen some other people talking about like why are her combos so hard? Why is she so difficult? She has some easy stuff for sure. I have a combo guide that I posted previously with like some of her easier stuff that don't require like the aiming, because I wanted to find that so that people interested in the character can at least get a start on that. I'll put the link to that video in the description if you're interested in like learning some of the more easy Caitlyn combos. But her difficulty comes from definitely the aiming part. Like that part is an execution nightmare, and sadly, like to get her best damage and her best gameplay, you have to use it. So I'm still learning Caitlyn myself. Uh, to anyone who wants to learn Caitlyn with me, I wish you the best of luck. She is very, very difficult, but I think she's 100% worth it. She has weaknesses for sure. She's far from broken, but I think she'll definitely be a character worth learning and putting the time. So like I said, for any of the harder characters, if you're willing to put in the time, you can get a lot. I'm definitely trying to put in the time for Caitlyn, and I think yeah, if you want something that's execution heavy, like the combos are difficult for sure, something like Sea Viper in Street Fighter, Ivy in Soul Calibur, Seth in Under Night, those kind of high execution, high reward characters, definitely Caitlyn Kiraman is one of those. So yeah, these are my thoughts on it. Um, this is coming from someone who I reached Grandmaster with the rank reset. I'm no longer Grandmaster. I'm sure some people are by now. I haven't really been playing, but yeah. So having that rank at some point, I think I have a good understanding of the game of like how the characters perform. So I think yeah, this is how I would rate the characters. Um, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below if you would make any changes. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do any of these characters catch your eye? Yeah. I hope to see you guys on the next one. You guys can also catch me on my Twitch, twitch.tv/absolute0000. I stream there. I don't have a consistent schedule. I'm trying to work on that. But yeah, I stream there pretty frequently. If you catch me and I'm streaming, you have questions, feel free to come by and ask. You can also ask questions in my videos and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Have a good one.